Welcome to the Lantern Light AI Newscast number 64. Machines, Molecules, and the Future Grid. Made by Chris Morley. In Boston, on Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026, at 1:02 a.m. UTC. AI is rewriting the rules across industries today, from billion-dollar drug discovery deals and isomorphic labs pulling in $2.1 billion, to Chinese engineers reshaping Silicon Valley, and AI flipping the script on cybersecurity threats and defenses. On the energy frontier, Commonwealth Fusion has applied to plug its fusion plant into the grid. And quantum computing is sharpening its real-world edge with fresh algorithm breakthroughs. Now, a story from the world of AI-designed drugs. Eli Lilly reached a $2.75 billion deal in March to bring artificial intelligence-designed drugs developed by Hong Kong-based Insilico Medicine to the global market, one of the largest agreements of its kind. The milestone reflects a broader shift in pharmaceuticals. 5 years ago, there were no AI-designed drugs in human clinical trials, but dozens are now being tested. A review of leading companies, published in 2025, found significant momentum across the sector, with firms including Exscientia, Atomwise, and Benevolent AI reporting major pharma partnerships and advancing candidates into Phase 2 and Phase 3 trials. Next, a major story from the world of research. Chinese artificial intelligence researchers and founders have emerged as a significant force in Silicon Valley's booming AI sector, according to a recent report from Rest of World. These engineers have taken on senior roles at major companies, including Meta and OpenAI, and some have gone on to found their own startups, forming what the report described as a new tech elite. The trend reflects how global talent pipelines have shaped the current AI race, with researchers from China now counted among the most influential figures in American technology. The shift marks a notable change in the demographic makeup of Silicon Valley's leadership. Up next, a headline from across science and technology. Google-backed Isomorphic Labs secured a $2.1 billion funding round led by Thrive Capital, with initial clinical trials now expected by late 2026. The investment will be used to scale the company's AI-driven drug design engine as it pursues treatments for some of the world's most serious diseases. The fundraise comes as AI is rapidly reshaping pharmaceutical timelines. Recursion reported that its platform moved a cancer drug candidate into clinical testing in just 18 months, compared to the industry average of 42 months. Mount Sinai also recently launched a dedicated AI small molecule drug discovery center, signaling broad institutional momentum behind the approach. Next, a story from AI-powered cybersecurity. Cybersecurity experts are raising fresh alarms in 2026 as artificial intelligence increasingly powers both attacks and defenses across global networks. Security researchers have warned that most enterprises remain unaware of vulnerabilities in their AI systems at runtime, leaving critical infrastructure exposed. On the geopolitical front, Chinese President Xi Jinping and Russian President Vladimir Putin pledged closer cooperation on artificial intelligence, cyberspace, and satellite systems in May, a move analysts say could shift the balance of state-sponsored cyber activity. Security firms are responding by embedding AI more deeply into threat detection tools, though experts caution that the same technology defending networks is also being used to craft more sophisticated attacks. Now, a story from the world of fusion energy. U.S. private fusion company Commonwealth Fusion Systems has applied to connect its first ARC fusion power plant to PJM interconnection, the largest competitive wholesale electricity market in the United States. The plant is expected to start up in the early 2030s. Separately, the U.S. ITER organization completed final deliveries of components for the central solenoid magnet destined for the International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor being assembled in Cadarache, southern France. In the United Kingdom, Tokamak Energy was named Magnet Systems partner for the country's STEP fusion program, marking another step in efforts to bring commercial fusion power closer to reality. Closing out today, a note on quantum software algorithms. Canadian quantum firm Xanadu announced an optimization for quantum read-only memory that cuts the overhead of a key computational step called the Toffoli gate by half, potentially making quantum algorithms significantly more efficient to run. Separately, researchers at Google described a more efficient implementation of Shor's algorithm that would require far fewer qubits to break elliptic curve encryption, a widely used system for securing online data. Meanwhile, MIT and IBM announced a new joint lab at MIT's nanoscience facility to advance the convergence of artificial intelligence, algorithms, and quantum computing. Together, these developments suggest quantum software is maturing alongside the hardware that runs it.
Today's program is brought to you by Lantern Light AI. This newscast was automatically generated using custom software written in Python and JavaScript that Chris Morley built from scratch using Claude Code. The newscast content is automatically generated from internet sources. The realistic avatar is animated by AI. The look of the avatar is customizable using one headshot image as the input, and it can be a real person or an imagined one. This newscast features an imagined avatar. Any similarity to real people is purely coincidental. Please note that Chris Morley is a seasoned software architect currently available for inquiries seeking help using AI to build, run, and maintain modern web applications, cloud systems, databases, streaming data pipelines, search engines, interactive 3D graphics, as well as other high-performance software services at scale. If the avatar or the newscast format interests you, and you would like to see something like this customized for your business use case, please email Chris Morley at chris.morley@lanternlight.ai. If you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and share with your friends. More science, tech, and AI news coming soon. Thanks for watching.